You are not lazy. You are just legally addicted to modern engineering. Right now, your baseline dopamine is operating at near zero because of unpoliced digital stimulation. Every swipe and every notification has hijacked your prefrontal cortex, making difficult work feel physically impossible. This is not a personal failure. It is a neurological cage. This is Protocol 7. Over the next 7 days, we are going to forcefully starve your brain of cheap rewards to permanently rebuild your human drive. Day 1 begins now. The first sun rises on a system undergoing immediate chemical starvation. Day 1 of the protocol demands an absolute digital blockade. To understand why your baseline drive is destroyed, you must understand the slot machine mechanics of your smartphone. Every notification, message, and short-form scroll releases a sudden spike of cheap, unearned dopamine. By doing this first thing in the morning, you have already depleted your brain's releasable pool of motivation before your feet even touch the floor. To begin the reset, you must execute 3 clinical rules immediately. Rule number 1. The 0-hour shield. You are strictly forbidden from touching any screen for the first 60 minutes after waking up. Rule number 2. App severance. You must delete every non-essential application that triggers a mindless swipe, including social media, games, and video feeds. Rule number 3. Grayscale calibration. Turn your smartphone display to black and white. Removing the engineered, bright colors instantly drops your brain's desire to look at the screen by over 40%. Your receptors are already desperately firing, searching for the artificial stimulation that is no longer arriving. You will feel a crushing wave of boredom, anxiety, and a desperate urge to reach for a hit. Your prefrontal cortex is actively screaming for its drug. But the protocol demands absolute silence. Day 1 is a war against your own habit loops. Do not fail on the first step. The second sun rises on a mind starving for noise. Day 2 of the protocol demands total sensory deprivation. Modern society has conditioned your brain to never be alone with its own thoughts. You listen to music while walking, watch videos while eating, and keep podcasts playing in the background, just to feel comfortable. This constant flood of artificial audio keeps your baseline dopamine artificially high. Today, we kill the noise. To execute day 2, you must follow 3 clinical laws. Rule number 1. The audio blackout. You are strictly forbidden from listening to any music, podcasts, or background videos for the next 24 hours. Rule number 2. Strict monotasking. When you eat, you only eat. When you walk, you only walk. You are not allowed to stack digital entertainment on top of real-world activities. Rule number 3. The boredom chamber. You must sit in a quiet room and do absolutely nothing for 20 minutes. No phone, no book, no movement. This will force your brain to face its own thoughts, violently dropping your dopamine baseline. You will feel a desperate physical urge to find a distraction. Your brain will try to convince you that this is a waste of time. But the protocol demands endurance. Silence is where the mind heals. The third sun rises on a completely empty system. Day 3 is where your dopamine baseline officially hits the floor. The initial anxiety and panic of withdrawal are gone, replaced by a heavy, paralyzing wave of boredom. Your brain has realized that the cheap digital stimulation is not coming back, and it has stopped fighting. Tasks that used to feel effortless now require monumental willpower just to start. You will feel physically slow, mentally drained, and unmotivated to do anything. But this is not a failure. It is clinical evidence that your receptors are finally healing. For the first time in years, your mind is returning to a state of zero. This is the hardest day of the protocol because you are operating in the void. Endure it. Rebirth is coming. The fourth sun rises on a mind beginning to rewire. At 96 hours, the heavy fog of the void starts to lift. Your brain is no longer screaming for digital hits. Instead, it is becoming desperate for any form of stimulation. This is the boredom breach. Tasks that felt impossible 2 days ago, like reading a technical book or cleaning your environment, suddenly become interesting. Without the flood of cheap dopamine, your receptors are forced to find pleasure in slow, difficult friction. You are no longer a slave to the scroll. You are becoming the architect of your own focus. Today, you do not avoid boredom. You weaponize it. Every minute spent in deep work is a physical repair of your neural pathways. The baseline is rising. The machine is coming back online. The fifth sun rises on a recalibrated system. At 120 hours, the brain has officially accepted the new reality. Your neural pathways, once jagged and overstimulated, are beginning to smooth out. This is the neural reset. The constant itch to check your phone has been replaced by a calm, steady focus. You find yourself noticing details in your environment that were previously invisible. The air feels sharper. Your thoughts are no longer racing. They are organized. You are now capable of entering flow states, periods of deep work where time seems to disappear. You have successfully moved from a consumer to a producer. The biological tax has been paid. The mind is finally quiet. The sixth sun rises on a mind that has been completely reconstructed. At 144 hours, the rewire is no longer a goal. It is your new biological reality. The neural pathways in your brain that were once dedicated to scrolling and instant gratification have been physically pruned away through starvation. In their place, your nervous system has built high-speed lanes for deep focus and long-term ambition. You no longer need to try to work. Your brain now actively craves the friction of a difficult task. This is the sovereign state. You are operating with a level of clarity that 99% of the population will never experience. You have reclaimed the most valuable asset in the human experience, your own attention. You are no longer the product being sold. You are the architect of your own future. The transformation is nearly complete. The seventh sun rises on a new human being. At 168 hours, the protocol is no longer an experiment. It is your permanent operating system. Your focus is now a weapon. Your ambition is no longer a dream. It is the inevitable result of your daily discipline. You have survived the void and claimed your freedom. Protocol 7 is complete. The extraction begins now.